Printing Plus, the first and last word in print and promotion. Be it a promotional product for your next event, custom t-shirts, you name it, or the forms you need to keep your business running smoothly. Our design staff can create everything from business cards to banners. If you need something unique, we can get it for you fast. Depend on Printing Plus. We're on McCulloch, across from Media Center Drive. For several months, political activist Dr. Bill Ullery has published a series of commentaries in the News Herald. These commentaries have been challenges of the Nixon administration's operation of the city. One of the recent topics, the process through which the city tries to attract new business to town. Dr. Ullery has alleged that the city has essentially given away millions of dollars. At last Friday's Coffee with the Mayor, Nixon addressed those allegations.
What a development agreement is as follows, and I'm going to use the example of the one that I was involved with, and that's Anderson Toyota. Anderson Toyota used to be located in Kingman, and Toyota went to Anderson and said, "You're going to need to expand your operation to fit the Toyota model, if you will." So they thought about staying in Kingman because they were already there and felt that that would be a possibility to expand. They talked to us about possibly coming to Lake Havasu City. So what we ended up doing with them is that they were interested in a piece of property that they are now located at. Okay? By the way, if we could have gotten them to move here, they were going to bring a payroll of about $3 million to this community. Really important. Really important. They had about 60 employees averaging $50,000 annually. The property they were looking at had a couple of problems. No roads. We're responsible for roads. We, as taxpayers, are responsible for roads. No sewer lines, no water lines. Basically, no infrastructure. So they said, well, for us to move, we have to have infrastructure on these pieces of property, and you don't have any other property in town that fits the bill. So we said, that's great, but we don't have the money to put in that infrastructure. We know it's our responsibility to do it, but we don't have it. So what we did was we agreed with them that if they upfronted all the costs, 100% of all the costs, water, sewer, roads, all public infrastructure, not their individual stuff. The private stuff, no, that we don't care what they do with that. But the public stuff, they upfronted all the costs, and then what we agreed to do is to reimburse them as they produce sales tax. So in other words, the taxpayer obligation is zero. You never put a nickel up front. And now what you're going to do is you're going to get sales tax dollars to help pay for parks, police, fire, etc. And you're going to be able to get that as they sell automobiles. When they reach one of two things happens in that agreement. They will either pay themselves back or their contract will expire. There are, in my own personal opinion, this was done with the mall way before I became the mayor. I honestly don't think they'll ever pay themselves back. So we're going to get that infrastructure. It's all deeded to the city, and they'll never get their money back. I'm hoping Anderson Toyota does. That was supposed to be an auto mall there, but they're doing very well. And again, what we ended up with is no cost to the taxpayer, sales tax dollars we wouldn't have otherwise got. They would have stayed in Kingman, and jobs. It's a win, win, win for the taxpayer. No, we never wrote a check. We don't give money away. It's nothing other than allowing these folks that come to town to reimburse themselves.
Next up, can't get there from here? The mayor addresses the question of air service. Jim Matthews, Havasu Video News.